Hi, welcome back. Let's touch base now with the real estate player to find out what's been happening there and also some new schemes that the companies are coming out with. Godrej Properties has introduced a new scheme called Hope Has a Plan. Now, this is for buyers to buy homes virtually. I don't know if that's going to work. This is also a 10:90 payment plan that allows you to pay only 10% first and the rest when the development is nearing completion. We have Mohit Malhotra, the MD and CEO of Godrej Properties, who joins us now to discuss this and of course the other internals of the industry. Mohit, thanks for being with us. First, tell us a little bit about this plan. Do you think it's going to work in a challenging environment like this? And how is demand? I mean, I know there's been a big slump, but when do you think things can pick up?
Yeah, hi, good morning, everyone. Yeah, it's been a tough environment for all of us. And, we have to think out of box innovatively to find solutions in these kind of environments. Yeah, you're right. This is the first time we are actually trying digital sales, end-to-end digital sales for with our customers, and it's a completely different way of selling compared to past. But actually, we are also a little surprised with the kind of response we are getting, and actually pleasantly surprised. So yeah, the kind of sales which are happening right now are definitely above expectations. We are seeing good response to our 1090 plan. Hope Has a Plan is working quite well.
I do want to ask you a little bit about your cash flow issues that you mentioned about in the conference call, but before that, on this labor issue, you had 10,000 workers staying at your construction sites. What is the situation at the moment because of the exodus that we've seen? Has construction been impacted? Have things restarted? Have you been able to get any of the workers back?
Yeah, construction has started on almost all sites, wherever it's allowed. But you're right, this, migrant labor issue is a real issue, which all of us in the industry are grappling with. Currently the labor strength has significantly come down from the original levels, and we are trying our best to work with the contractors and find ways to retain the laborers. But I think the COVID is playing on the mind of the laborers. So yeah, it's a bit of a tough place for all of us right now.
Mohit, do you see a fall in home prices in any pockets, especially in cities like Mumbai?
Well, there can always be pockets where things can happen, especially if you look at South Mumbai, where there's a very large mismatch between demand and supply. So you could see a price reduction in some of these pockets. But if you're asking me at a macro level, at a pan-India level, I don't think there will be price drops because if you look at, it's been 8 years of downturn for the industry. And if you adjust for inflation, the prices have actually significantly come down. So the margins are already quite tight for the developers. So I would be, my guess is that the prices would not be coming down from here on.
But which are the regions where you think there is a supply-demand mismatch and therefore prices can come down? You spoke about South Mumbai. Any other?
I think there could be pockets. I think luxury segment is one where there are definitely mismatches happening. But I think mid-income markets and the affordable segment markets are very strong. We see a strong consumer demand even there. And I don't, margins are pretty thin in these kind of segments. So there is no scope of price reduction in these segments. Of course, as you said, there could be pockets in few cities, especially on the luxury side, where things can correct further.
All right. We'll have to leave it at that. Mohit, thank you very much indeed for joining us and for the point that you're surprised with the positive response to the virtual selling of homes. All the very best to you. We leave the markets as we wind down on Bazaar in a fairly positive note actually compared to where it started.